If you've hired us, thank you. You've made the right choice. If you haven't, call us. Tell us about your case. Tell us what happened. We want to hear about your injuries. We want to hear about how it's affecting you and your family. At Parker Waichman, we want to get you the justice that you deserve. Our office gets referrals from lawyers all over the United States, all kinds of cases. One day we get a call from a lawyer who tells us about his client who took Prozac and shortly thereafter attempted suicide. Within a couple of days later, the office gets a call from someone else who tells us that she was taking Prozac and several days later she attempted suicide. When we heard that there were two of them, we knew something was up. We decided to take the cases. We filed the first Prozac attempted suicide and suicidality case in the United States, in the world actually. We shortly thereafter learned that we were ahead of the science because the science wasn't there yet. But luckily, through the course of the litigation, the science caught up and we were very successful. Our firm has a branch office in Florida. As everybody knows, especially in the summer, Florida is very hot and very humid. Not too many years ago, we started getting phone calls over the summer, people complaining about their air conditioners breaking. Then we started getting calls about people with their air conditioners breaking. They fixed them and they broke again. But we're a personal injury law firm, so we had it in our database, but we weren't going to go after the air conditioning manufacturer. We really just didn't know what it was, frankly. I started talking to a friend of mine who also has a personal injury law firm in Florida. He was telling me the same story about all these air conditioners are breaking. Some of the people that were calling were not only telling us about the air conditioners that were breaking repeatedly, but telling us that they were also getting injured. From what? Nobody knew. We decided to take a look at it. We went to the houses, and as soon as we walked into the houses, we smelt rotten eggs. We knew it was sulfur. Where was the sulfur coming from? We conducted an investigation. We found out that the sulfur gas was coming from the drywall, and it was becoming gas in combination with the humidity and with the temperature. And we then learned about Chinese manufactured drywall. Our law firm filed the first Chinese drywall case in federal court, and we were successful. One day we get this call where this client is telling us this far out weird story about claiming that he is one of 4 winners of a $76 million lottery, but he doesn't have the ticket, and he wants us to help him collect it. The law is very clear. You have to have the ticket in order to collect the winning lottery. That's basic, everywhere. So what did we have to do? We had to change the law. We approached the lobbyist. We were able to show the legislature through other proof that he had. He had a receipt for the winning ticket the week before that he used to negotiate to get the proceeds to buy the winning ticket for the $76 million lottery. He didn't have the winning ticket, but he had the receipt, which is a separate document. The Lottery Commission was verified that that receipt does match the numbers for the person who bought the winning ticket, but the law still said you had to have the ticket. When the legislature saw that, they saw this was a legitimate claim. A year went by, then eventually 2 years went by through this whole process. No one came forward with the ticket. Everyone knew he was the winner. The legislature passed the bill. The governor signed it. Our client recovered his 1/4 interest of the $76 million lottery. He's the only person in the world to ever recover on a lottery without the winning ticket. Insurance companies are tough. When you get injured as a result of someone else's fault, the insurance company for the other party, they're not there to help you. They're there to hurt you. They're there to save their insurance company as much money as they can. Why? Because their salaries are based on it, their bonuses are based on it, it keeps their bosses happy, it keeps their shareholders happy, and it deprives you of the money that you're entitled to. Here's an important secret you have to know. The insurance industry did a study. The study showed that injured clients that had a tough law firm with tough lawyers like Parker Waichman recovered 3.5 times more money than individuals who negotiated with the insurance companies alone. You need a law firm like Parker Waichman. We're a tough firm with tough lawyers. When you have Parker Waichman on your side, it won't cost you a nickel out of your pocket. Parker Waichman will pay all the expenses of your litigation. We will hire the experts, and we will do all the discovery, and we will prepare this case for trial. It's the only way you're going to get the maximum amount. We never prepare for settlement. We always prepare for trial. At the end of the case, you're going to average 3.5 times more money in your pocket having Parker and Waichman on your side. You need to know that your case is supported by our great lawyers and staff and backed up by the strongest case management technology available today. If you don't have the right technology, then you can't possibly represent your client in the best possible way. What's really remarkable is you're going to be able to see the progress of your case because we're going to give you a client portal that you can log into and see exactly what's going on with your case. Your case is going to be handled professionally, backed by the power of our office and of our incredible technology. You're never gonna hear, oops, we forgot to let you know. You're never gonna hear, oops, your case fell through the cracks. That does not happen at Parker Waichman. Hi, this is Jerry Parker again. Some people don't understand that lawyers are different. In our law firm, if you've been injured, we have the attorneys and staff that are experienced in handling all kinds of injuries. There are certain kinds of injuries that occur when you're in an auto accident, when you're in trip and fall, when you have been medically malpracticed, or maybe you've been a subject of nursing home abuse. Each of these specialties require different types of analysis. At Parker Waichman, we have lawyers that limit their practice to each one of these areas. If you need more information regarding any of these areas or other areas, whether they be environmental or, for example, defective pharmaceuticals or defective medical devices or water pollution or lead paint, we have lawyers here that have a lot of information regarding these areas because they've practiced in these areas for a very long time. At Parker Waichman, we're here to help you. Call us. Tell us about your case. Tell us what happened. We want to hear about your injuries. We want to hear about how it's affecting you and your family. At Parker Waichman, we want to get you the justice that you deserve.